All right, and I think we are live now. So what's up, everybody? Today's episode of the Decero Diaries Live is going to be also with my friend Raul Reads, who also runs another Booktube channel. Raul, feel free to tell people about your stuff.
All right. Well, my name is Raul. I run the channel Raul Reads. I'm a big indie self-publishing reader. I like to read a lot of those kind of books. If you're a fan of those, check out my channel. There's a Western theme running through it. So if you hear me saying howdy in all my videos, it's a brand choice. But I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to have you here. I thought it might be fun just to occasionally have some friends on and we could all sit around, talk about books, do some sprints and whatnot. Let's take a look at the comments. JB Taylor, he said he's here second. What's up, JB?
Who was first?
I usually write first.
To your own?
Daniel, you're 30th. That's a little disappointing. Maybe show up earlier next time. I don't know.
You could have got first place, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was told to pass the enchanted forest and take a right on the haunted bridge, and I would find a live show. If I found a goblin smelling his coffee, I'd gone too far. I think I went too far. God damn it. Maza, what's up? Hey, Epic Tales, what's going on?
Epic, don't encourage him.
No.
Don't encourage him, Epic.
Let's get this party started.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Pablo? All right. Let's see here. Throw on a banner. I know how to maneuver this kind of.
He says, I know how to panel so
Yeah.
banners. It's okay, dude. It took me a while to figure it out.
Yeah.
So I don't use it well.
Hey, dudes, listening to you as I'm about to drive. Good Friday afternoon, company. Hey, what's up, Rance?
That's funny because I listen to his podcast, the Quarantine
nice.
Book Club podcast, whenever I'm driving. So it's a funny turn of events. Well, guys, it's just me now. I took over. That was the whole plan. My plan was to take over this live. All right. While we wait for David to get back, how's everybody today?
I accidentally jumped out.
Don't worry, I had it under control.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Banner. Okay, I got that. Right after I say I know what I'm doing, I accidentally delete myself from the broadcast.
I told everybody that was my original plan, like to take over this.
That's it. He did it. All right. So we're going to give some Booktube shoutouts. I'll start off with some new booktubers. Anytime I find adult fantasy booktubers or people reading like The First Law, Prince of Thorns, Malazan, things of that nature, I'm always going to subscribe just because I'm a big fan of adult fantasy. So I'm going to try, before I would just say it and not show you guys anything, I'm going to try to screen share and hopefully I don't delete myself from existence here. Let's see. Share. Okay, share screen. And which one is it that I'm trying to go to? Let me pull that up first. Okay.
Oh, this coffee is just hitting all the spots.
Nice. Just had mine. Oh no, how come it's not have some technical difficulties here. Screen sharing was canceled. Make sure share and not cancel. Share screen. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so that's not working. All right. Okay, well, I guess I will just say their names. The first one is by a new channel called Mitch Simoes. He actually recently reviewed The Blade itself, and I'd love to show you guys his channel, but the screen share is not working. Okay, that's where screen share works. Let me see if I can mess with the settings here. Okay. Nope. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna so Mitch Simoes, he's a new content creator talking about adult fantasy books, recently reviewed The Blade itself. Go check that out. We also have Coffee Over Apples this week, uploaded a new TBR Jack Black style game. And she used gushers actually for little tokens for this blackjack game, which I thought was really cool. I think anytime you can find a new and interesting way to try to pick out books that you're going to read, I'm here for it. So definitely go check that out. And again, I would love to show you on the screen, but the screen share is not working for some reason. All right, Raul, do you have any recommendations this week?
I do. As you mentioned, I love new booktubers, especially. I feel like we've been in the game you guys been in the game a little bit longer than me. I've been doing this for a couple of months. But Words on Paper, I don't know if you guys heard of him. He's super chill guy. The first video I found of his is actually funny because he's reviewing a book called Cocksucker, which is
I saw that.
You saw that? Which is just like the way he is, like his energy just feels like, yeah, like I trust what like the recommendations he's putting out, and yeah, I just love people who like come into the community with such positive energy. That is him right there. Boom. Super chill guy. We've interacted a couple of times already on Twitter, on the YouTube comments. Super nice guy. Definitely worth checking out. That review on Cocksucker had me cracking up, and I was like, bro, you making me want to pick up this book. The other person I recommend, we started out at the same time. It's Ian from Out of This World Reader. I always say that he is the king of tags because this man does so many tags, and he brings like this energy that he just seems so excited about everything. And
sure. I just want to say, trying to find a good place to pause in the middle of people's videos is really hard. So sorry ahead of time.
Sorry, Ian. But yeah, he's such a great booktuber, and I really do enjoy his content. And speak English today. I really do enjoy his content, and he was part of the first book discussion for how we talked about The Engineer, and that was a great discussion. He also reads like a variety of books. Like he doesn't like box himself in and just read.
Nice.
So definitely worth checking out if that's your cup of tea. He just reached 100, so congrats, by the way, Ian.
Congratulations.
Honey. But yeah, that's the only two that I have for you guys today.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I remember I first saw Words on Paper over on Instagram. And then
he's on Instagram.
Yeah, that's where I saw him the first time, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I saw he started uploading YouTube content, and I was like, yeah, we got another one. Another convert.
Love that.
He's a big horror fan, it seems like, so he has a lot of good horror recommendations. And then now that I know how to share my screen, let me show you quickly what I was talking about earlier. Apparently you have to click. Yeah, I won't explain, I guess, but I was just missing one button. Okay, there's another one. So again, with my wonderful pause game, this one's called Shelf Centered. He's another adult fantasy booktuber. He's pretty new. He only has 58 subscribers, so maybe go check his channel out. Add another one. He recently was talking about why he read Malazan Book of the Fallen and how much he appreciates that series, which reminded me that I eventually need to jump back into Malazan because yeah, that is a huge book series and an incredibly written story that I started off with a read along and I just couldn't keep pace with everyone else. Yeah. So I had to stop. But and then Coffee Over Apples. This was this is her channel. Go subscribe. She recently hit 800, so congratulations on that. And this is her TBR game, Bookish Blackjack. Go check that out. And then Mitch Simoes, again, another one, new guy. Go subscribe to his channel. He was reading The Blade itself. So if you're a fan of First Law, you probably have good taste, and I'm rooting for you.
Oh, yeah. My taste buds are fried then.
Oh no. Give it another shot, Raul. Maybe it'll take you 2 or 3 times. I don't know.
You know what? It was just maybe like the yeah. Okay, I'll do that for later. But yeah, I'll give it another shot. I'll give it another.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look at some comments here. Words on paper is solid. Yes. Yes, indeed.
He is.
Yeah. He looks like he wants to sneeze. Yeah. I'm
referring to Ian. Yeah.
I picked the worst moments to pause at. Is Raul frozen? Not anymore. I didn't notice.
Neither did I.
Yeah, Daniel, he is going through a time warp. He keeps freezing for me too. Oh, well, I wonder if my screen share did that.
I think because it did it for you too. Like you did a little spiral.
Oh, okay. On book 2, got an hour left. Yeah. See, I would love to jump back into that world. All right. Let's take that off here. Okay. So then, quickly, I want to mention our friend Epic Tales, who's another Booktube friend of ours. He is actually, for the month of August, going to upload a video every single day. And I'm like, wow, that is the amount of editing this guy's about to go through. Like, I could not do that, but I'm rooting for him. We're all rooting for him here at the channel, and look forward to seeing how that month goes. I'm sure he'll check back in with us sometime through August and let us know if he's surviving or getting any sleep.
If he starts to struggle, Epic, just let us know. We'll shoot you some video ideas.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so I figure we're gonna start mixing in some reading and writing sprints. So if you guys want to read or write for the next 15 minutes, I'll put on a timer, and then we'll jump back into the next subject, which will be current events. So I'm going to put on a timer. Let me grab my phone real quick. Okay. Now, I'm sure there's a way to put a timer on the screen. Don't ask me.
Oh, no, definitely. Yeah. But dude, I don't know either. Trust me, it's okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Just make a banner for reading and writing sprints. I'm so prepared. I'm like,
we're going to get one of these things, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the comments. Pablo says he does not envy Epic. You go smash it. I knowing Epic and his like work ethic, the way he edits things, he's gonna definitely knock it out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
JB says he's gonna write. So
nice.
You write Unplugged too, JB.
There you go.
No, Daniel, it does not count. Because Daniel says, does watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer count as part of the sprint? No.
You could sprint through it. I don't know if people can see that.
Pick up a book.
All right, timer is on, guys. And you can't really see that, but that's fine. I'm going to read some Wheel of Time. Yeah.
I'm going to read some Unplugged because it's for the book club. Got it.
Nice.
Get it done.
Okay, so the timer just went off. That was 15 minutes. Let's see. How many pages did you get down, Raul?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 18.
Nice. I got the same here. 8 pages.
18?
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, let's see. You said 18?
Yes.
Oh, I said 8.
Oh.
Damn, Raul flying through it.
It's really interesting. I'm surprised how easy it is to read.
Nice.
So what are you reading? The Wheel of Time?
Yeah, so I've been reading Eye of the World, and I'm actually getting to a chapter called Winter Night, and some really important stuff is happening at this moment. Of course, I won't spoil anything, but yeah, interesting stuff. So what about the chat? What'd you guys read or write? Let's see. I'm gonna edit some videos, and yes, it counts, Raul.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna clamp my tongue on. I'm gonna clamp my tongue.
Mm-hmm. I'm fighting a gym leader in Pokemon Go, which definitely doesn't count. Well,
definitely doesn't count. I thought you were gonna write Unplugged too, JB. What happened?
I know, and then he got distracted by Pokemon.
You hang around too much with
you get
Mazda.
that. Yeah, you get that gym.
Hey, Chris.
Let's see. No, JB, it counts in my book. Get it?
Oh my God.
Buffy's getting good. Uh-oh.
I don't know if you saw, David, but so I was struggling to find a copy of Dune, and Chris was nice enough to send me a copy of. Well, he sent me his copy of Dune.
Nice.
So nice, yeah.
Really cool.
He has a book coming out in September. Just I received the arc for it, and I'm really excited to read it.
Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out which copy of Dune I like the best. Like, I've seen the one they have, the newest one looks pretty cool with the green glowy eyes, but then there's literally like so many out there that are all really cool and interesting. Right now, I just have the ebook, but I want to get like an actual hardcover to go up on the shelf. Let's see. Nice. Before They're Hanged, about 9 pages. Nice. Yep. I need to jump. I was starting to read that, and then I end up starting to read this, but yes, I can't wait to dive back into the world of First Law. Glocka's mid-investigation. That's a good scene, I assume.
I remember him, yes.
I wrote a little in a scene. I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No. I didn't mean to read it out loud.
Okay, I wrote a little in a scene. A big thing is about to happen, so I'm easing into it. Okay, mixing in some Pokemon with some really intense writing scenes. I like it. Dune will change your life. Yes.
I'm hoping on it.
Yeah, I've been able to get like little pieces of it, but realistically, juggling Dune with this has been pretty tough. But I assume once I'm done with this, I'll jump straight into Dune completely. And yeah, I'm excited. James was actually there at the IMAX screening and saw it, and man, it looks amazing. It does. It has that life-changing vibe for sure.
I mean, Zendaya and Timothy Chalamet are just amazing actors, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna.
Oh yeah, the cast. I'm sure is gonna crush it. Let's see, the Barnes & Noble. David, get the Barnes & Noble one. Is that the one with the green glowy eyes and the person walking in the desert? Because that one looked pretty cool. So
what does it look? I can look it up now.
Let me see if I can pull it up here.
The only one I've seen is that orangey one, and then this one now. There's, you know what cracked me up? When I went to Half Price Books, I found a copy of Dune.
Yeah.
But the author of the book is Frank Herbert, right? But bro, this was Fred Herbert. I was like, oh, I found it, and then I was like,
so this is the cover I was talking about. That looks cool. They have like the green eyes that are kind of glowing. And
isn't it blue?
Is that what?
Like, isn't it like turquoise-ish?
Maybe I'm colorblind. It could be. Yeah, I guess it's kind of a greenish, bluish mix. Yeah, turquoise. You're right. This is why you're here, Raul, to tell me what colors things are, because I don't know.
I've seen a lot of content with Dune, and everybody like puts the filter on their eyes.
Yeah.
I also noticed. Did you notice the orangey one with the word Dune like written like Horizontally.
Yeah, that one too.
I mean, vertically. Yeah, that's the one I've
Mhm.
been seeing everywhere.
See, I can't find a copy of Dune, so I'm gonna get it from the library. That might be tough because a lot of people, I'm assuming, are probably checking it out right now because of the
They're
movie.
picking it up.
But hopefully you can. That'd be awesome. Eye of the World is getting good. Yeah, it
I
is.
picked up the audiobook. And I couldn't follow it, so I'm restarting it at a slower pace. That's my
Okay.
issue. When it's
For
like
which-
fast, it's hard.
For Dune or for Eye of the World?
For the Wheel of Time. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's not what we're talking about. I'm sorry. It's Wheel of Time.
This is Eye of the World. I call it Wheel of Time every single time I reference it. Oh yeah, I'm reading Wheel of Time, and it's like, this is just the first book. Let's see. You got to finish before October 22nd. Yes. Oh, I will definitely finish it before October 22nd. Watch, we come back to this, and it's like, guys, I couldn't do it.
Right.
No, I have plenty of time. I'm kind of a slow reader, but not that slow. We got a couple months. I'm confident I can, after this one, I can tear into that and then probably still finish The Great Hunt too, all before October. So we'll see.
What
but
does
I
your
will
August
definitely
TBR look like?
a lot of buddy reads. Yeah. So remember, I have the one with you, where it's in the shadow of it's the shadow of gods.
Shadow of a Dead God.
Shadow of a Dead God. Yes, that.
Yeah.
We're reading that, and that should be fun. And then also, I'm going to read Prince of Thorns with Maza because we ordered the 10th anniversary editions. So those should be coming sometime in October. When we get those, we'll read them. And then let's see. No, it's my copy. It's the one with the leather cover. The leather cover? Yeah, I need to see what that's about because that'd be pretty cool.
That sounds expensive.
Yep. Can't wait for that one. It has magic. Yeah. All right. Now let's see what else we got. Move on to some current events. Okay. So first up here, I want to talk a little bit about we're perfect. We're talking about book covers anyways. So I can go over here. Let's see. Book covers. All right. So Wheel of Time just came out, or Orbit Books just came out with new covers for the Wheel of Time. And can you see this here? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think about these covers? I've seen a lot of mixed reviews. Like, they seem okay. They're not like great, not terrible. They just seem, these are
repetitive.
Cool.
It's like different colors, same font.
Yeah.
Different seasons in the background.
Yeah,
Are these like sequels, or is this like the same?
So this is all of the books, I guess, the whole thing. Because I think here's the like 14, but I don't know. I thought there was only 14. Maybe let's see. And then, it looks like the companion guide. And then it's like, these are other things, kind of like just extras, I guess. But yeah, it just looks like different shots of nature. And so I just hope that sticker isn't there, because I know they say the, brand new show on Amazon Prime, and that's fine and cool. But man, those stickers are such a pain in the ass to get off. Like, I know they want to promote that it's a TV show, but like every cover is better. If we could just put that on the inside or find a way to make better stickers that are easier to take off. Man, let's see. I like the cartoon covers better. Yeah, the old school ones, like from the 80s, looked, or from, not sure when they came out, but the older ones, yeah, they looked really cool. Let's see. Raul, Max Stark's the guy who made Jen's book. He's making the cover for Unplugged too. Nice.
Okay.
They have a YA cover vibe. Yeah, I guess the point is, and other people have brought this up, like for adults who are like, if you take this to work, nobody will look at this cover and be like, oh, that's something weird. That can be any kind of book, right? You just go, yeah, this is about somebody going out camping. If you're ashamed of fantasy for some reason, but if you're not ashamed and you just bring out the old school ones with the horses and all the bright colors and things like that, those covers seem a little cooler. Let's see.
They do.
Don't forget the prequel. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a prequel. And then, do these not come in a box set? You have to get them separately. That's kind of a pain. If you really have to buy, they don't have any kind of deal. Oh, I've seen some cool box sets out there, not of this specifically, but man. All right. And then Raul, what did you want to bring up today?
Well, I was gonna talk about movies, and then
Yeah, let's go for it.
I also want to show off this book, and Chris is on the chat, so I'm very excited for this, and I'm very excited to read it. It's his book. It's called Antibody. Can you guys see the cover of it?
Yeah. Let me see if I can
it's
pull it up.
Freaking beautiful. It's I don't think it's out. If I send it to you through Twitter, were you able to do that? Or I don't want to expose it, but
Maybe.
Can you guys see that? Look how pretty it is.
Oh yeah, because I don't think it's out.
So for some reason, it kept saying that it's like COVID related, but it's not.
Okay. Yeah,
it's a beautiful cover. Like if you see like right here, you can tell there's like detail to it. Mm-hmm. I think it's a man and a woman, and they seem to be naked, which is very interesting. It's a horror debut.
Oh, cover. Nice.
Yeah. So
do you have a little bit of like the premise or anything?
Chris is. I actually don't know much about it. Chris is on chat. Chris, can you give us a little sum while I talk about the next thing?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You can tell everybody what it is. Mm-hmm. I was gonna ask him beforehand. Last minute things. And also, there's this movie that I'm really looking forward to. I love like these ominous, like creepy. I like things that seem off, like. Mm-hmm. Like everything looks cookie cutter perfect, and like there's something like demented, like something wrong with this person. And it's a movie called The Lamb. It's like little lamb, and it's by the studio A24. I love all their movies.
Oh, I love A24.
Yeah, they did Hereditary and Midsummer. I think that's how you pronounce it. So Midsummer, it's gonna be that kind of movie.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like I saw the trailer couple of days ago, and I was like, oh my god, I know this is for me, and especially because of like the goats, they're very cute, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be creepy. You can just tell by like the there's that right there, David, the one where like do you see the little baby goat like holding the guy's hand? So apparently I think the premise is that the lady gives birth to a lamb. Like it looks creepy, and I think it's like causing a drift between her and her husband. But it's very like creepy, and I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, dude, they make some really strange and wonderfully dark stuff. So I'm for sure gonna be checking that out. That looks so weird. Oh god, the little lamb person walking.
Yes, you should see in the trailer. It looks like a little kid.
It looks creepy. Okay. And then let's say, it's a bit pandemic related, but things go very, very wrong. Okay, good to know.
We love when shit goes wrong. I love that.
Yeah, that usually makes for an interesting book.
It does.
That's awesome. Okay, Numi Rapace, my future wife, sign me up.
Yeah, that's the lead actress. Yes.
I'm assuming JB is going to go see that movie.
I hope so. It looks really cool.
Yep. Okay, so I also have another one from A24, which is actually a movie I'm going to be seeing this weekend called The Green Knight, which is based on an old poem of Arthurian legend, and it stars Dev Patel. Let me screen.
And is that on demand or is that on like movie theaters?
It's in movie theaters. I don't know if there's a place. So I don't know if you can see. It's kind of dark. I just had like a piece of the trailer. But you have A24 doing fantasy, which means you get stuff like this, where it's dark. I'm assuming it's going to have a little bit of a horror vibe. And then you have like Dev Patel, who crushes every role he's ever had. And so I'm going to be seeing this weekend. Is anybody else going to check that out? Yes. Around the Campfire, also going to see The Green Knight this weekend. That's awesome. Yes. So looking forward to it. Ugh.
What is it about?
So I guess there's this poem about Sir Gawain. I can never pronounce the fantasy names right. But it's something about a young knight is trying to prove himself, I think. And so he's going on this journey to battle maybe this guy. I think this guy does something like he drops off his head. It's pretty strange. And then he like comes back in a year to reclaim it. I'm a little vague on the details, but but I assume it will be very dark and interesting.
Of course, A24 always does a great
Oh
job.
yeah, she's so freaking good in everything she does. What Happened to Monday, Seven Sisters in Some Countries is one of her best ever films. Ooh, I'll have to look out for that.
Have you heard about that?
I have not. Let's see if it's in my local theater. I'll check it out. Heard about which one? The Seven Sisters?
Oh, no, What Happened to Monday? That's it's
yeah, it's on Netflix. I actually I haven't watched it, but I'm familiar. Is it good?
Yes, it's a really good movie. Glenn Close, who played Cruella de Vil in those 101 Dalmatians, in the old ones.
Yeah,
she's like in that movie, and she's really good. I just love everything she does. Iconic actress.
And then let's see. Did you have anything else you want to bring up before we jump into another reading or writing sprint?
Let's see. Well, I recently bought the movie Spiral, so I'm very excited to watch that one too.
Spiral. Oh, that's the new Saw movie, right?
It's like in that universe, but it's
okay.
I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say. I just heard that it's in that universe. Everybody in my house watched it because I bought it for them, and I was like, oh, I'll watch it when I'm off, and I'm off today and tomorrow.
Okay, got some time off. Catch up on some movies, not bad. Hopefully catch up on some reading too.
Oh yeah, definely.
Okay, so I think
my hair, so this hat is my saving grace.
You got a haircut?
Like too low.
are you
can you see how low it is? It's that low. Look
oh wow. Yeah,
it's super low. I look like 11. I'm 12. Yeah, I'm 12.
Well, you'll be nice and cool for summer, right?
Oh, that's the only benefit. Earlier, I had to run some errands super quick, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can It felt breezy. It was nice.
You're like, I have all this. What's that called?
Air.
I'm so aerodynamic and start running.
It's like I can sprint right now.
All right. Speaking of sprints, I figured out how to put a timer on, so we'll try to do that.
Nice.
Okay, online timer. Let me share the screen. Okay, we have a 15-minute time. It's just the one on Google. Eventually, I'll find cooler timers as I get more experience with this. Gotta go now. Great live stream.
So
all right.
smart.
See you later, Pablo.
Bye, Pablo. Have a good night.
Oh, Daniel's pissed that you're watching Spiral without him.
Daniel be watching. I tell Daniel to watch a lot of things, and he takes forever to watch them. So go do that, Daniel.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Around the campfire, the Green Knight comes into town, challenges Gawain, cuts his head off, and he survives. Then he says he'll return in a year to do the same to Gawain. Okay, I knew it had something to do with the head being cut off and coming back in a year. Thanks. Around the campfire with the clutch information. All right, let's dive into some sprints. 15 minutes on the clock. Did you guys hear that beeping sound?
I know I didn't hear
No.
that. I looked up right on time.
Oh, okay. It sounded hella loud over on my end. I was like, wow. Like,
Is
whoa.
that I guess time is up.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right. I knocked down another 8 pages. Yeah, stuff is going down right now in Eye of the World. And yeah, it's getting really good. How much more did you read this time, Raul?
It's technically 17 and a half.
Wow.
But I could have completed that last bit, but it looks like it was going to end mid-sentence, and I don't like to end it on mid-sentence. So I just kind of like cut it off.
Okay. Not bad, not
Super
bad.
fun.
Not a bad idea. All right, so the last segment, let's see. Did anybody get any reading or writing done in the chat? While we wait for them to come up, let's see. So this last segment of what I usually do is just telling people what's coming up on my channel for the next week. So Raul, what can people expect to see from your channel coming up this week?
Well, after this, I have a author spotlight that I'm going to be doing with Patrick Scattergood. So it's literally right after this.
Yeah, that's true. So definitely
Like,
go subscribe to Raul's channel. So right after this, in like 20, 30 minutes, you can see he's on another live stream with an author having an author chat.
Yeah, we're going to do that right after it. But next week, other than, I think, a top 10 reads ever, I don't think I'm doing much. Just because I have a jury duty and...
Well, that doesn't sound fun, but the top 10, your top 10 favorite reads ever?
Ever, yes.
Ever.
It's already filmed. I just have to like chop it up and put it out.
Nice.
Yeah, it's already ready.
I'll be looking forward to that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. JB, he said, I'm actually writing this time. Nice, JB. Nice. Let's see. Got an impactful moment out. Added a twist. I'm liking what I got so far. Okay, cool, cool. All cool stuff. All right, for me, let's see, coming up this week, I actually, right before I jumped on this stream, I saw the thumbnail went up. Let me see if I can pull this up and show you guys. It's this one right here. Okay, so coming up, we have, I'm going to be actually over on the Campfire YouTube channel with Levi Johnson, who has this really cool game show for writers called Write Fight. And I'm going to be on that coming up this Monday. And you can actually go and, if you go to the Campfire YouTube channel now, you can actually hit the set reminder button so you could be there and be ready for the show. It's basically people will submit writing, and we sort of judge it based on a certain criteria and then kind of pick winners and just sit up there and discuss some writing. So it should be a good time. Definitely look out for that this Monday. And then
I can imagine you taking a picture for that. He's like, oh my, put the book on my head.
That was actually from Twitter.
Was it?
Yeah. So I think Levi must have seen it because I posted it under one of Daniel Green's posts. He put up something like Daniel Green was saying he's putting up new merch. And I was like, oh, cool. I have the What Language Do Your Trees Speak shirt. I was wondering, do you have any cool sayings for like Wheel of Time fans? And so I took that picture and just threw it up there. And I think he took that and put it in the thumbnail. So when I saw it, I was surprised. I was like, yes, that is a perfect thumbnail. That's
my favorite thing when you do something like this with someone and they just kind of make their own thumbnail. I'm like, baby, like, listen,
yeah,
I have pre-approved pictures for these things. I was like, let me know and I'll send you some.
Yeah, I like how you chose for this one, the one where you're like inhaling your coffee.
You know what? You traumatized me with that, David. You told Mazza this, I think, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, David said that in that picture, it looks like you're inhaling the coffee." And I was like, "Did David really say that?" And he's like, "Yeah." Every time I look at that mug, man,
it's the best way. You just inhale it. Yeah.
As an adult, that's the only way you should be.
Exactly. Good.
And you're like, "Oh,
so around the campfire says, "Been reading through Way of Kings." That's another huge fantasy staple that I will knock out sometime very soon.
You guys read really big books.
There are some very, very thick books. You hear that bass?
Yeah, that thing
that's
is
a lot.
crazy. The biggest thing I read was like 860 pages. And that was that A Little Life by Hanya Yangahara. But I don't know how you guys do it. I'm so used to reading like 300. Like, here's my thing, right? I will enjoy a book if it's like less than 400 pages. Anything beyond that, I'm just kind of like, let's wrap it up. Come on, I got shit to do.
Well, so for me, it's always like if you love the characters after 300 pages, and then you get an extra 400 or 500 with the same characters you love, it's just more of the same. And honestly, even if they're okay, like you're like, this is fine. I feel like the longer you spend in a world with characters, the more you know them, the more time you spend, you just get attached. And then it's like, all right, I'm all in, let's go. And then you pick up a 14 book series and spend countless hours with these characters.
It's crazy how you guys do it.
And that's the last bit of just news for upcoming on my channel. I was actually going to upload it this morning, but I didn't finish editing it. But I'm going to have my first, my thoughts on the first 4 chapters and the prologue of Eye of the World. And I'm actually, every week, I'll be uploading updates just as I take chunks out of this massive tomb. This massive book.
Yeah. That's content.
Yeah, exactly. And so hopefully, not hopefully, I will definitely finish this before the show comes out. Hopefully knocking out the first 2 books. Comes out in November, so I got a little bit of time. But I want to take people along with me on that journey because I'm reading it for the first time. And maybe I'll be surprised about some things, and people who have already seen it or already read it can reminisce about like, I remember. It's like, dude, I watched Lord of the Rings with my 12-year-old for the first time. And near the end, she was like, she was in tears because she was like, she really thought Frodo and Sam, she's like, that's it, they're gonna die, you know? And I was like, I got to have that like secondhand emotion of like, oh man, I've seen it so many times and read the books where like, I forgot there was a time where I was like, oh no, these characters are gonna die, and like, and you have that worry. And so I was like, oh man, like she's gonna be so relieved when she sees, you know, that they survive. And I'm sorry, I guess that's spoilers for Lord of the Rings.
Never seen it. Never seen it.
There's some important characters who don't die, but maybe some of them do. And you know,
he said, "I'm just kidding."
Just kidding. They all die at the end, definitely.
You just pulled a Mark Ruffalo on us. You remember that interview when he's like, "You should see for the next one that we all die." Well, some of us. He was not lying.
Yep.
Avengers. Ooh, spoiled.
Yeah.
This reminds me of. Have you seen the movie Home?
Home. That sounds really, really familiar.
It's a kids movie.
Oh, with the
Rihanna.
alien. Yeah.
Rihanna was like
alien guy.
The little girl, and then the little alien. Yes. Towards the end, spoiler. Like you think that O is gonna die when he gets like when the spaceship lands on him. Well, I was crying. I was like, oh no, yeah, I cried during that scene.
I remember that. That was sad. That was super sad.
He's like saying goodbye to her. I was like, so sad. I cried with Disney movies, so I don't know.
Let's see. Is The Wheel of Time a little similar to King Arthur? Asking us, I have no idea, but it sounds like an epic journey. So from what I've been told a lot, and from the first few chapters that I've read, it really feels like Lord of the Rings, like that kind of thing. So if you like that style, you might enjoy it. I usually hear that as one of the like negatives, that like, oh, it's a Lord of the Rings ripoff. It's like, but I love Lord of the Rings, so give me anything near that, and I will absolutely check it out and probably love it too. So I don't know. I see that as a good thing.
Definitely.
Let's see. Iron Rain. Daniel, my friend told me the ending of the last book in middle school and I cried. Spoiler, Sauron wins. Yep, you guys have been spoiled. That's it. He gets the one ring to rule them all the hobbits, dead. I like the style minus the songs. Hated the songs. For Lord of the Rings? Or Home? You must be talking about Home because Lord of the Rings songs were amazing.
I know you're talking. JB, I know you're talking about Lord of the Rings.
We know it's Home.
Soundtrack. You're telling me, what was that name of that song? I forget the name of the song. Rihanna sings it.
Yeah.
Dance in the Dark.
There were some good songs in Home too. And he has
Red
not.
Balloon by Charlie X.
Lord of the Rings. No.
I fucking knew it. Run, JB.
That's
run.
it. All right, guys. That's
He
enough.
says, leave.
That's it. Okay, I'm gonna leave now. I hope everybody has a good Friday. We'll end on that note. JB. All right.
Not home.
All right, Raul. Any last words before we take off for this week?
Yes. Go subscribe to David's channel. Subscribe to my channel. We're part of a collective group of the best booktubers on the on the platform. The House of Dragons, the boys. We bring out content. What else can I say? We're like the Netflix of booktube. Like, you have a variety of creators.
You get a little something of every style with our little group. Yeah. Look out for next Friday when I'll have our friend Mazza, the Mazza booktuber. He'll be hanging out with us. So hope everybody has a good weekend and a good week, and I will see you guys next time. Later.